The Supreme Court is all set to welcome a new Chief Justice of India, a man who even before assuming office has been making headlines. Current CJI Justice U. Lalit has nominated Justice DY Chandrachud to take charge as India's next and 50th Chief Justice. Now, Justice Chandrachud is currently the second senior-most judge in the top court. He's likely to assume office on November 9th. He'll have a long term of about 2 years compared to just about 2 months for Justice U. Lalit. Now, here's some interesting trivia. His father, Justice Y. Chandrachud, was also a Chief Justice of India, 16th to be specific. This, in fact, will be India's very first father-son duo of CJIs. He's had a distinguished career as a jurist, first as a judge in the Bombay High Court and then as the Chief Justice of Allahabad High Court. He has to his name over 460 judgments, with quite a few notable ones. Among the few landmark cases is the judgment in which Justice Chandrachud decriminalized Section 377 of Indian Penal Code, removing the legal bar to consensual sex among homosexuals. In the Sabrimala case, he called the practice of bar on women's entry as untouchability, allowing women to worship the deity. In the Aadhaar case, he was the only judge in a bench of 5 to question the constitutionality of Aadhaar. He red-flagged the lack of safeguards, and the possibility of surveillance through the Aadhaar regime. One of his biggest contributions has been his role in declaring privacy to be a fundamental right. He was a part of the landmark 9-judge bench. Interestingly, in holding privacy to be a fundamental right, he overturned his father, Justice Y. Chandrachud's judgment of 1976. In the love jihad case, he held that courts had no role to play in a marriage between two consenting adults. In fact, more recently, his verdict extending abortion rights to both married and unmarried women was also widely celebrated. He also extended the right to transsexual persons. His role in pushing the Supreme Court towards live streaming of Constitution bench hearings has also been lauded. But his actions have also invited some criticism. He was widely criticized for not even dissenting in a 5-judge bench judgment that paved the way for the construction of the Ram Mandir in Ayodhya. He's also responsible for rejecting a plea seeking a probe into the death of Justice B.H. Loya. Recently, we also saw a complaint being filed before the president alleging a conspiracy by Justice Chandrachud to pass orders favoring the clients of his son. The complainant also alleged that the vaccine makers made crores of profits due to his orders. And in fact, just 24 hours before his nomination, a collegium resolution named him for objecting to current CJI's letter proposing names of judges to be elevated to the top court. He is already one of the most talked about faces in the judiciary, if not the country, and at least in the first few days of his taking charge as Chief Justice, his actions and rulings will be subject to detailed public scrutiny.